Hi everyone, how are you? Well, it's time for another science class. So, first of all, I need you to take your books and open them on page number 82. First of all, I hope you have watched the videos I told you to watch before. Espero, chicos, que hayamos visto los dos vídeos que os he puesto, tanto en español como en inglés, para entender un poquito mejor sobre este tema nuevo, que es la energía, ¿vale? Que es quizás lo más nuevo que tenemos en la unidad. Así que lo primero de todo, quiero que veáis los dos vídeos anteriores y luego ya empezamos con este, porque si no va a ser un poquito más complicado de entender, ¿vale? Alright, so energy. As you have watched in the videos, energy produces changes, okay? And there are many types, many different types of energy. That's what we're going to focus on today. So let's start.
Energy produces all the changes around you. It is important for everything you do. Energy has different forms, and it can also change from one form to another.
Okay, so energy is important for all the things we do every day. For example, when I eat food, I eat this food because I need energy, okay? My body transforms this food into energy that I can use to do some sports, to study. And remember that energy can change, okay, from one form to another, as we will see. Let's start with the first thing, with the first type of energy that we have today, that is thermal energy, okay? Look, this is one type of thermal energy, this is another type of thermal energy, this is another type of thermal energy, okay? Let's see. Sorry, finger ready, remember?
Thermal energy.
Thermal energy is in anything that is hot. The sun produces lots of thermal energy. When you heat up a material, you add thermal energy to it. When you cool down a material, you take away thermal energy from it. As a consequence, a change of state occurs.
Okay, so imagine, here we have the sun, okay? And the sun produces thermal energy. And I have an ice cream. What happens to my ice cream if the sun is heating? Does my ice cream stay the same or it changes state? What happens if you have an ice cream on your hands for 5 minutes? Is it a solid or it becomes a liquid? It starts melting. Yeah, good job. It starts melting, right? So from a solid, the thermal energy makes it become a liquid. Now, what happens here? When your family is cooking, imagine you are heating water. What happens if we add thermal energy to water? What does it become? Great job. It becomes gas. All right. So remember, when we heat up a material, cuando calentamos, when we heat up a material, we add thermal energy. Le añadimos esta energía térmica. And when we cool down, cuando la enfriamos, we take away thermal energy. Le quitamos la energía térmica que tenía. All right. So there is a change of state from a solid to liquid, from liquid to gas, or from liquid to solid. Okay? Finger ready. We were here, remember? Let's continue.
Thermal energy in a liquid increases, it becomes a gas. This process is called evaporation. If the thermal energy in a solid increases, it becomes a liquid. This process is called melting. If the thermal energy in a liquid decreases, it becomes a solid. This process is called freezing.
Okay, so here, if the thermal energy in a liquid increases means more, aumenta. If the thermal energy increases, the liquid becomes a gas. This is called evaporation, okay? Si yo caliento, chicos, un líquido, aumento la temperatura, le añado energía térmica y se convierte en un gas. A esto lo llamamos evaporación, ¿vale? Por ejemplo, cuando estamos calentando un líquido en una olla y empieza a hervir, ¿vale? Aquí se convertiría en gas. Esto sería la evaporación. Number 2. If the thermal energy in a solid increases, si aumentamos la energía térmica en un sólido, ¿qué es lo que pasa? Si yo tengo algo sólido, como un helado, y aumento la energía térmica, le añado más calor, ¿en qué se convierte? Good job. It becomes a liquid, right? From a solid, it becomes a liquid. This process is called melting. Se derrite, all right? And finally, if the thermal energy in a liquid decreases, it becomes a solid. This process is called freezing. Esto es lo opuesto, ¿verdad? Si yo a un líquido le quito la energía térmica, o sea, lo pongo más frío, it becomes a solid. And this process is called freezing. Okay? So remember, energy provokes changes. Okay? This was easy, right? I think after watching the videos, it's easy to understand. Okay, so let's move on to page number 83. Okay, and we have different types of energy. Okay, we're going to continue talking about electrical energy. Do you remember when we were talking in class about electricity and how dangerous electricity can be? So this is what we're going to talk about now. Ready? Finger ready?
Electrical energy.
Electrical energy is used in lots of things at home. One of the properties of materials is the way they respond to electricity. Electricity can pass through some materials very easily. These materials are called electrical conductors. Metals and water are very good electrical conductors. Other materials do not allow electricity to pass through them. These materials are called electrical insulators. Wood and plastic are good electrical insulators.
Okay, as you know, we need electricity, we need electrical energy for many things we do at home. For example, if I'm in the bathroom and I want to use my hair dryer, I need electrical energy, right? For example. Or if I'm watching TV, that means that the television works because there's also electrical energy. So we need electrical energy for many, many things. And we need to be very careful with electrical energy, all right? Okay, we have some materials that are good for electricity, that electricity can pass through them. Materiales que conducen bien la electricidad. For example, we have metals and water. They are very good conductors. Electrical conductors mean que llevan bien la electricidad. So, I always tell you, be very careful if you are in the bathroom and you are wet, there is water on your body and you want to use an electrical thing. Why? Because water is a very good electrical conductor, okay? So, for example, metal is a good conductor, water is a good conductor, and that's why cables are made of metal, because they conduct electricity very well. On the other hand, we have materials that are not good for electricity. There are some materials in which electricity cannot pass through them. For example, wood or plastic are not good for electricity to pass. we have this example of these gloves. Have you seen this kind of gloves? When some people that use electrical energy every day are working, they use these gloves so electricity cannot pass to them. Okay, these would be electrical insulators. So, well, we have thermal energy, electrical energy, and now we're going to read 3 more types of energy, and this would be all for today. Okay, finger ready, other types of energy.
Other types of energy.
Light energy allows you to see objects and their shapes. Everything that is in motion produces kinetic energy. Things that make noise produce sound energy.
All right, so other types of energy. We said thermal, we said electrical, and now we have light energy. Thanks to light energy, I can see things. And I have to tell you that usually thermal energy and light energy go together. For example, the sun gives light and also thermal energy. Okay? Or fire. Fire has light energy, but also thermal energy. Then we have kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy that all the things that are moving in motion have. For example, if you are moving, if you're running, if you're jumping, if you're riding a bicycle, you have kinetic energy. Okay? And finally, sound energy. This is the energy that things that are making, making noises produce. Good job. So now I want you to take your notebooks and I'm going to tell you the activities you have to do. On page 82, I want you to do both activities, 1 and 2, okay? On the first one, what are some sources of thermal energy? Compare with your partner. Okay, sources of thermal energy. We said that the sun is one of the sources of thermal energy. Also, fire, el fuego. Okay, so sources of thermal energy. Number 2, what are the 3 changes of state? What happens to the thermal energy in each of them? So you have to talk about these 3 changes of state, about evaporation, about melting, and about freezing, okay? And how it works. Then, from page 83, I want you to do also both activities because they are very easy. Activity 3, what is the difference between electrical conductors and electrical insulators? Remember, these ones, electricity can pass through them easily. In the insulators, electricity cannot pass through them easily. Good job. And finally, 4, give examples of the following types of energy. Sound energy, remember, things that make noise, so give 2 examples are okay. Light energy, remember 2 examples. And kinetic energy, remember 2 examples. And this would be the end of the lesson. I hope you had a wonderful day. Bye bye.